Hello guys, I welcome you to my channel Nota Bene Tech on Tube, with this article which is on Get Ready for the Accounting Parts, written by Ivona Talk Wilde. So I just want to go through this article. What is all about it? It's about tax compliance primarily in the age of modern technology, how we can use this technology to for our tax-based purposes. As routine tax compliance becomes increasingly automated, practitioners stand to benefit from new opportunities, provided they are willing to adapt. We are no longer working on machines, we are working with them and integrating them into our workflows. Okay, how to make RPA work for you? Now that you know more about robotic process automation for tax, what should you do next? The key concentration for practitioners wishing to implement RPA should be around quality control and change management, says Richard McKender, and Deloitte's Southeast Asia Tax and Technology lead. He explained that there needs to be rigorous quality control to make sure the tools do what they are designed to do. There also needs to be a clear dialogue with staff to make sure they understand what the tool is there for and what it can and cannot do. Most importantly, the staff will also need to be reassured that only the routine steps are being reduced by RPA, but that their jobs are not being replaced. Studying this technical article and answering the related questions can count towards your verifiable CPD if you are following the unit route to CPD and the content is relevant to your learning and development needs. 1 hour of learning equates to 1 unit of CPD, which suggests that you use this as a guide when allocating your self-CPD units. This article was first published in the October 2017 China edition of Accounting and Business magazine. Automation is threatening the whole host of jobs with obsolescence, with accountants supposedly at the top of the endangered species list. If news headlines are to be believed, over 95% of accountants and taxation experts may be replaced by robots, the robots within the next 2 decades. And alarmist headlines aside, it is inevitable that some functions will soon be done by machines. A 2017 report from McKinsey Institute says that 43% of data collecting and processing work in the wider financial services sector can be fully automated. This is already happening in tax compliance, where robotic process automation (RPA) is increasingly being deployed through computer-coded software that mimics and replaces human actions, performing repetitive rule-based tasks across various applications and platforms. An RPA bot operates just like a human would. It logs into a system, extracts information from various applications, manipulates and reconciles structured data, and performs calculations, fills in forms, communicates with other systems, and logs out. Since bots drive existing applications with a low cost of integration, RPA has a high potential return on investment and a short payback period. Because it's relatively easy to implement, in many cases, RPA is an intermediate step to prepare for further automation, says Wopke Harlan, robotics process automation tax lead within Deloitte, the Netherlands. And EYUS was among the early adopters when it began introducing RPA in its tax practice 2 years ago. RPA has allowed us to take the robot out of the person while also gaining the efficiency of more than 100 bots working 24/7. Never tiring of the tedious steps, and once programmed for data entry, filing, and the like, improving the quality of the outcome, says Shraddha Sharvu, EY, America's Tax Intelligent Automation and Robotics Process Automation leader. And Chevu adds, we are no longer working on machines, we are working with them and integrating them into our workflows to provide our clients with exceptional service. What we have embarked on is no different from what is happening in healthcare and robotics surgeries with enhanced outcomes for patients. Pioneering the technology, PwC US is also pioneering the technology for direct and indirect tax compliance in its report, Robotic Process Automation. What tax needs to know now? PwC demonstrates how RPA was used to streamline the income tax provision calculation and reporting process for a client, a global consumer healthcare company with more than 100 legal entities in multiple US states, countries, and foreign municipalities. The client uses various financial systems, trial balances, and charts of accounts. Its financial results, including income tax provision, are consolidated and reported by its US team on a quarterly basis. The client uses income tax provision and compliance software for the year-end provision and tax return process. Previously, it calculated interim provision based on spreadsheets extracted from disparate financial system, so gathering and reconciling data was a manual and time-consuming process. PwC used RPA to pull raw information from ERP systems, clean up and reconcile various accounts, organize data by legal entity, analyze account changes, and flag significant account differences for follow-up review. The speed of income tax provision calculation was therefore increased, as was accuracy and efficiency in gathering and manipulating data. Manual effort was pruned back by 10% to 25%, and the potential for human error was reduced too. The new technology also provides clients with a more efficient way of passing data to accounting firms to prepare their tax returns, says Michelle Lee, PwC's US Tax Robotics Process Automation Leader. Grant Thornton, UK, is currently reviewing how its entire tax practice operates and encompasses not only RPA, which is being implemented for corporate tax compliance starting in London, but also the use of artificial intelligence as well as improvements to data sourcing and analytics. Andrew Berman, tax partner at Grant Thornton UK, says the changes will not only standardize our client service approach and make us more efficient, but should also reduce the number of client information requests as we aim to collect all the data we need. First time, it will also be easier to identify potential issues and points for discussion when client data is initially submitted. The effective use of technology will also make the sharing of best practice across the firm much easier, creating a more integrated tax team with a much broader business advisory offering. More comprehensive range. Mark Sheffield, PwC Global and UK Tax Reporting and Strategy Leader, says that the reduced risk of errors and faster turnaround that RPA brings should lead to higher quality, more efficient, and more cost-effective compliance services. Clients should also get a more comprehensive range of services as part of their compliance package because RPA frees up time for human staff to add more value and insightful advice, he adds. And Helen, however, points out that tax is currently still operated in a highly manual and non-standardized way. We and our clients need to automate where possible. That way, our highly educated people will be able to focus on analysis, scenario planning, and risk management instead of spending a lot of time on recurring data wrangling activities, she says. And Shoful explains that the key to getting the most from RPA and other software robotics is using a combination of human and machine working alongside each other. That's absolutely correct. Machines are going good at automating particular tasks, not whole jobs, at least not currently. They are good at locating knowledge, recognizing patterns, and continuous learning. They are also good at human sense, moralities, and emotional intelligence, he says. At common sense, morality, and emotional intelligence, he says, and Sherwood agrees that it is essential for bots and humans to work together, adding that tech staff should become more consultative, innovative, and entrepreneurial. We are allowing the bots to do the what while people focus on the why, she says. Our workforce model has therefore been redesigned, enabling compliance professionals to upskill for more purposeful strategic work. It's an exciting time for change adaptable professionals who look forward to learning new skills such as Lean Six Sigma project management. And It's an exciting time for change, adaptable professionals who look forward to learning new skills such as Lean Six Sigma, project management, data analytics, and relationship building skills so that can fulfill higher level service responsibilities. Relieve pressure. It's expected that increasing automation will change the role of the tax profession rather than making it obsolete. I don't currently foresee job losses in tax, Halen says. On the contrary, given the increased demand from a compliance and regulatory point of view, RPA and other tax technology solutions are needed to relieve pressure on tax departments so that they can do more with less time. While machines will do the heavy lifting on the number crunching front, tax requiring judgment will still be the domain of human advisors, according to KPMG's Tax Technology Now and the Future report, co-authored by Grant Wardell Johnson, leader of KPMG's Australian Tax Centre. The report also notes the growing complexity of the role and the reputational risk involved as tax moves into the domain of corporate social responsibility. Changing values on aggressive tax planning has moved the complexity of tax to another level, where the tax practitioner needs to take into account views of multiple stakeholders, and with increased globalizations, multiple jurisdictions, Wardell Johnson says. Nevertheless, machine learning or AI is expected to take on more complex tasks involving decision making. We already see such technology extract unstructured data from contracts and invoices, organize it, apply rules, and draw some basic conclusions, Lee says. As machines improve their deep and reinforcement learning, they may eventually be able to make more advanced decisions. This might actually lead to more jobs. If history tells us anything, there were speculations of job losses when spreadsheets and computers were introduced into the tax compliance process, but instead we saw significant growth of jobs in tax departments. Lee continues, it's certain that how we perform the work and the skill sets will change, but this will create new opportunities. Ivona Top-Wiley, which is a journalist, and it's all about the RPA and how you're going to apply the RPA to your systems, and so that it will which is the robotic process automation, and it will how we're going to actually apply it especially to the tax service. And because normally the robotics have changed, or the AI has changed the processes altogether, but it is pertinent to note that human interference is still cannot be marginalized. It has to be it has its worth in the times of even this fast-paced technology age. So you have to keep the involvement of human mind, or you can say the human workforce, even in this technology age. And you can use this robotic, and obviously you can use to provide the best possible service at the very for the top class clients. But obviously it depends upon the range on the client as well, how what is the range of your work, and how you're going to apply. If it is actually applicably locally, then obviously there are even quality is always essential whenever you're working at a local level or at a national level. Whether the company, you need to focus on obviously the budget and the demand or the requirement of the client. So obviously you can work according to that level, and you can have normally your clients are from three different you can say backgrounds, who are actually willing to work at a very high level, and so obviously you have to provide the services at that level as well. So this article may actually help if you are going through a standardized working. But even if you are working for the clients with the midterm budget, obviously this article is also applicable to those clients as well. But for a very startup, or for the entrepreneur who is just making up the things done, so obviously you can refer it for the later work down the road, but initially you have to provide services at a very low price. So I suggest for anyone who is interested in getting the tax issues to be done with the help of this technology. Obviously, we have gone through if you have watched our videos, IAS 12 income taxes, which is the International Accounting Standards 12, and how you can calculate the income taxes using the International Accounting Standard, but it was altogether the standard on income taxes. But with the help of this article, you can integrate how the technology may help us to comply with the tax procedures, with the tax rules, and obviously using the bots may help us to calculate the tons of the data or with the tons of the data automatically within a very quick time. So this is why, if you are willing to actually apply the technology and for the use of bots for the calculation of the tax, and obviously later if you are willing to, but obviously this is just one step less. If you are working in analytics in a high-tech software, obviously the bots may help, but the entries eventually will be made by the humans, but the bot will automate the systems and will do the works quick time. And but you have to make a link before actually converting it into a full-fledged analytical tool, because obviously the bots and the requirements may change, and so that why you have to keep very you can say an eye, and a very clear-headed eye, how you can link a bot with your automated system, and so that you can take the full advantage of the analytics later down the roads, and you can make the quick decisions or the decision. So I'll end up my video on this article, and I hope to see you with the I just want to actually share the multiple choice questions as well. Let's see if it's able to do it, how we perform. What is the benefit of using robots in the workplace? Better client service. RPA has a higher potential return on investment and a shorter payback period. That is the correct answer. And the key considerations for accountants who want to use RPA: quality control and change management, firm culture and staffing, cost and ROI, compliance and regulation. Compliance and regulation is this one. Are there any benefits for tax professionals? No, they will be out of the job. Yes, they will have some leisure time. Yes, they will have more time to learn new skill. Okay, this is the correct answer, because obviously they will help. Obviously we have learned about, if they have got robotics, they may work towards the Lean Six Sigma like professionals tools, so that they can learn more skills along with their job. This use of the RPA and tax compliance work will free up staff for what? To win more clients, to spend on recruiting, data wrangling activities. Work will to search for a new job, analyze scenario planning and risk management. This is the correct one. So what can Grant Thornton cut out of the tax compliance work by using RPA? Only technology, cost and client information request, and number of clients. What can Grant Thornton cut out of the tax compliance work by using RPA? Cut out of the tax compliance work by using RPA, client information request. That is the correct answer. Client information. What can Grant Thornton cut out of tax compliance work by using RPA? It is the client information request. Submitted. Oh, so I have answered 4 out of 5. It is not a bad score, I believe. What was the wrong one? The key consideration for who want to use RPA: quality control and change management. That must be the correct answer, I believe. The rest were answered absolutely okay, and they were actually attempted all good. So this is all about this technical article with MCQs, and I hope I have covered some of the technical aspects of using parts, especially for accounting parts for tax compliance and for tax purposes, and how you can use these parts to get all the things done. So I appreciate that you stay with me for whole this video, and I'm just looking forward for your subscriptions, likes, and also the comments as well. So let's see, and you can also visit our you can say the website as well, so that you can see what we are all about doing and how we're going to actually provide the services to the clients. But obviously we are working just to provide the information and also the best possible toolkit along with the knowledge and skill based information. So I'll hope to see you with the coming videos, so keep watching. Thank you very much, take care, and have a nice day.